So today I have a guest joining me. It is the other half of this dynamic race car driving team. Even though she thinks she's fast, the jury is still out on that. We don't have official lap times from Barbara, but I'm pretty sure that
I beat you.
I had the faster lap time. But nonetheless, we need to talk about what's going on. And we are in Florida, the sunny state of Florida, which, are we still going to the pool today?
Nope.
No, we're not going to the pool today. But regardless, when you think of Florida, what do you think of typically?
The beach.
The beach? Disney. Now, let's think back now. Reminder, just so you know, this is for the Car Channel. Cars with Kev. And we have Michelle with us too. So Cars with Kev and Cars with Michelle.
Okay.
So, when you think of Florida, think about it like not our first experience in Florida, but the first road trip to Florida. What was it?
Oh, in the S2000, and we had to stop not even halfway to put the top up because it was about to start pouring.
Well, convertible, driving, weather, the sun, the wind in your hair, the beach, cruising. We went to Clearwater and we were near the water and able to cruise that little strip there. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Even though Florida isn't my first choice for driver's roads, Florida is a nice place to drive the right car.
I was about to say the same thing. For the way we both really like to drive, Florida's straight, flat. That's not going to do it. But to chill drive, it's perfect.
Yeah, like the chill drive and driving by the water, Crab Island,
Pensacola, that stretch.
Windows down, sunroof open on the Macan GTS, or windows down and the top flip back on the Jeep Wrangler. Look, that's Florida.
Yeah.
And that's Florida like 85 to 90% of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the other 10 to 15% is cooler or raining.
And then you've got like 2% though that's like cold as all get out, and you're like, why don't I have a puffy coat and a vest or a beanie and a
You catch
scarf?
that one day where it's like really cold and windy and you're like, Florida, what have you done? What have you done
What
to yourself?
have you done to yourself?
He killed himself, mama.
You need a Snickers, Florida.
So unfortunately, we are in the era of cancel culture. Mm-hmm. And it seems like Florida may see top down, beautiful weather, sports car driving canceled.
How so?
Well, you got to think. Now, this is a little bit of a stretch, but there's a likelihood that the people who can afford to live in Florida and can afford to drive these cars and afford to spend that time doing these things, particularly in
Miami,
Porsche, Ferrari, McLaren, Lamborghini, whatever it may be, right? I'm talking the higher end of the income bracket and vehicle average median MSRP price, right?
You gotta throw that Range Rover in there too. That one that we saw?
The Range Rover SV was very nice, and it would probably still be cool to push.
Yeah.
But either way, that thing was $234,000.
Exactly. That pretty penny.
Expensive. And the people who can afford these items typically, and there's a new Macan T. Unfortunately, they got hit in the back, but it's a brand new Macan T.
And fortunately?
Unfortunately. I said unfortunately.
Okay.
But the folks that can afford this may not necessarily be around much longer because of this cancel culture. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about this other trending phrase and headline of Porsche has gone woke, which could potentially lead to headlines of Porsche gets canceled, but we'll see about that. Number one, we're talking about Key Biscayne. Key Biscayne is in the eye of the insurance crisis, and Key Biscayne is, again, it's an expensive damn area.
Yeah, it's not a cheap location to be in.
It's where LeBron James chooses to go hang out when he wants to spend time in Florida. Mm-hmm. I think at the Ritz-Carlton is where we didn't see him, but they were like, you just missed him.
Yeah.
So basically, Key Biscayne is landing on the radar. and we're just going to read this real quick because it says that barrier islands like Key Biscayne, vulnerable to sea level rise and tropical storms, are in the eye of the property insurance crisis, with owners seeing huge premium hikes and policy cancellations. And this doctor raised 3 children in the Harbor Drive 3-story house that she lived in, but now her family, her husband, they're wondering if they can stay on the island after their property insurance premium went up $34,000 in the last year. 34 grand in the last year. Now, obviously, this is going to be an impressive property, but given the area, this is what you're working with, right? So she says this is really impacting our life, and we have to take measures to probably contain the economic hit. And I don't know, maybe selling the house, which is cool to think about it like that, where it's like, all right, $34,000 increase in insurance. And the first thought is we're going to sell the house, which means that there will be others out there who can afford to buy it and absorb that cost. Mm-hmm.
You've heard of, no, never mind.
No, what?
I was going to say, you've heard of Billionaire Bunker. It's like this. It's like Key Biscayne. It's this whole strip, a man-made island strip near Miami.
Oh,
near Miami, where Donald Trump has a house. Jeff Bezos just bought a house. He's neighbors now next to Tom Brady. It's all for millionaires and celebrities and political people. It's the Billionaire Bunker, is what they're calling it.
I wonder if Oprah's got a house over there.
I'm pretty sure she does.
Because apparently they said Oprah's house in Maui didn't sustain, no damage.
No damage, 1,000 acres.
So, when it comes to property insurance rate, Florida has a Category 5 catastrophe with rates expected to increase a whopping 40% for 2023. So here's the deal. The people may move away, but more importantly, the people who do show up, do you think they're going to bring these one-offs, these limited edition runs, these 911Rs and, non-replaceable vehicles? Do you think they're going to bring them to a Category 5 risk area with also probably seeing higher insurance for the vehicle because it's garaged in Florida?
I was going to say that part, yeah.
So does this lead to a cancel culture of, I don't know, really cool cars in certain parts of Florida because of the inherent risk of weather, but also the huge spike in policy premium prices for insurance, homeowners insurance, and auto?
It's a good way to help make it so that when those electric vehicles come out in the future, everybody kind of has to go that route. Maybe they just want to get a new way to get rid of like the gas-powered stuff.
The insurance is going to be high on those too. And honestly, apparently these electric vehicles, when lithium comes in contact with water, it's a very, very bad situation.
Very, very bad.
So let's talk about Porsche, because somebody shared this with me yesterday. It says Porsche has gone woke, okay? I don't think half the people know what woke really means. And I think the beauty of it is that nobody knows what it means anymore because it's been manipulated and misused in so many different ways. And now you just say it and nobody knows what it means.
Yeah.
It's like profanity. It's like you can say a curse word. What does it really mean? It depends on when you said it and what sentence you were talking about.
Yeah.
And, so it says that Porsche erases the Jesus statue from new promo video. And this Greek City Times reports that luxury sports car maker Porsche has come under fire for reportedly editing out a famous statue of Jesus Christ in a new promotional video celebrating 60 years of its iconic 911 model. The original ad, which was filmed in Portugal, is no longer available to watch on YouTube. And after the German automaker took the video private, a new video has since replaced the original ad showing the Cristo Rey, Christ the King statue about 44 seconds into the clip. Although the original ad is no longer available on YouTube, one ex-user saved the video. In the 2-minute ad, a red Porsche 911 speeds past the Cristo Rey, but it shows only the statue's pedestal and not the actual figure of Christ. Hey, in this quote, at Porsche, why did you erase the statue of Jesus Christ from your video filmed in Lisbon? The observant ex-user wrote on the platform after, X is Twitter. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What is X?
Twitter.
I thought they were trying to hide the identity of the person, but it's Twitter. Wrote on the platform after first spotting this apparent edit. The post, which has gone viral, was viewed nearly 6 million times as of August 7, with thousands of social media users commenting to it. Porsche goes woke, erases Jesus statue from new promo video is what this X post says. Meanwhile, Porsche has expressed regret in a statement to news outlets calling the removal of the giant statue in its original ad a mistake. In a previously uploaded version, this quote says, of the 911 ST launch film, a landmark was removed. This was a mistake, and we apologize for any offense caused. The original film is online now, a Porsche spokeswoman told the Daily Mail. So, interestingly enough, what if AI edited this video, which AI is capable of doing, and AI did that on its own?
Well, what if they did edit it out so that the focus was on the car and not the statue in the background?
But I guess sometimes the focus is on what is missing and not what's there. For instance, where, historically in the past, hey, how come there are no black people in these Porsche commercials? Mm-hmm. It's because they were missing, and they were then pointed out. Like it was obvious that they weren't there because that's then what drew people's attention. Mm-hmm. So in a statement to Fox Business, Porsche said they can fully understand the hurt this has caused. As the company confirmed, the advert that did not include the Cristo Rey statue has been removed. It's funny when they say advert. I think of Jeremy Clarkson on an old Top Gear episode where he was making these commercials, these advertisements, and they were completely ridiculous. They were terrible. And side note, I want to say that I wasn't saying that people were complaining that there weren't any black people in Porsche commercials. I'm just saying, it's like in the past, it's like, how come there's only one black person and he doesn't really look black? So the erasure of the monument, which was completed in the 1950s as a representation of Portugal's gratitude for evading the horrors of World War II, sparked anger online, including by some who called the company woke, while urging people to boycott the automaker. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
So Porsche's German, and the statue was part of World War II, which was against Germany, right?
I'm not a history major,
So did they? Was it like not a political thing, but was it more of a screw you kind of thing?
Anything's possible, and odds are more than likely, more so on the video editor and the producer than Porsche. More than likely. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Porsche probably outsourced this. But regardless, it is a thing now. But it's also, was it intentional? Was it intentional? Because obviously a 911 ST is going to get interest. But if you can create a stir by creating controversy, does it get more interest? Does it get more people talking about the brand, buzzing Porsche, making it a viral and trending keyword through Google and TikTok and YouTube and other algorithms and social media for the very purpose of promoting Porsche and getting more recognition for Porsche for literally no cost, while also, how should I put this? Helping Porsche along the way to their road to 20. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't think this is anything really serious. I don't. I don't think it's going to boycott Porsche. I don't think it's going to cancel Porsche. I don't think we're going to see Porsche anywhere in like the realm of Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light and some of these other companies that have chosen to take really bold leaps in doing some courageous things here recently. But I will say this. I have never seen this video, and I still haven't. I just see these little screenshots because of one main reason. And it's because it's a Porsche 911 ST. Now, although there are statements being made that the 911 ST is actually probably better than a GT3 Touring, we'll see. I don't know about all that. But mainly because I'm not going to buy one. I can't buy one. Even if I wanted to, I can't go to Porsche and say, hey, I want a 911 ST. They'll say,
how long have you been on the list for this allocation? You'd be like, I've been trying.
I mean, I talked to Scott the other day. He told me all the allocations he's got. None of them included a damn 911.
No.
And actually, we saw, I don't know if you saw yesterday, that gray GTS, that 992 GTS rolling yesterday when we went back to school. That was the last 911 that they received.
It was coming this way, we were going that way. Saw it.
So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I look at Porsche as the best opportunity for a pre-owned vehicle in my future because that's the next one I'm going to get. It's going to be a pre-owned, more than likely, 911. I don't think it's going to be a Cayenne. I don't think it's going to be a Taycan. I don't think it's going to be a 718.
Taycan is so friggin'
I don't think it's going to be.
You don't even understand.
You know, the Taycans are like.
It can be as fast as it wants to. I need the noise. But
yeah,
it's
but the
so
Taycan,
fast.
the Taycan with the right spec and the wheels and the drop and the offset is pretty damn nasty.
Yeah.
But regardless, what do you guys think? Let me know. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to car people. I'm talking to car men and women. And what do you think? What do you think this does for Porsche?
Nothing negative unless the Porsche person happens to be more religious than Porsche person. Does that make sense?
Perhaps, maybe, but
even then, I don't think so.
But Porsche, in my opinion, the German brand, they're a little bit of an arrogant bunch.
Yeah.
They're literally going to tell you, we are not going to make the car that you want. We never will. We'll never make the 911 you want. We'll never make the 78. Well, technically, they made a GT4 RS. Okay, so technically, but no one really is ever going to. I mean, very few people are going to get that car. So they'll never come out with the mass-produced car that everybody wants, which odds are would be a 911. This will be a 992 911 with a naturally aspirated flat six manual transmission. With, here's the key, even if they did it like they did with the 718 GTS 4-liter, they wouldn't do it with the proper gear ratios.
I was about to say,
so
that's the problem.
Wouldn't be the one that you wanted.
When you say manual, my brain's like, yes, manual. But then I think that second gear is so friggin' long, it takes forever to get to third.
They're never going to do it. They're never going to do it. I mean, technically, they could make the Macan GTS, in my opinion, the flagship of Porsche by dropping in a naturally aspirated, like crazy, like the best engine ever. Maybe dropping it a little bit more and giving it a manual transmission option, and it could be the flagship because it's got 4 doors, it's got a hatch, it's super functional, and everybody knows, and if they don't know, then you need to go check it out. It drives extremely well to be considered an SUV or a crossover.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Porsche is arrogant. They're going to do what they want to do. And they really don't care about anyone else. And I mean, they kind of do, but not to that degree. And they're just going to do what they want to do. They're going to tell you that we're going to stop offering certain paint to sample options because we're just not going to do it. Even granted, Felicity Ace was a tragedy. Not everybody got their build back the way that they wanted it. So it is what it is. But they're literally putting their foot down and saying, look, we're going to make cars. We're going to make the cars we want, and we're going to charge what we want on the road to 20. And when they get to 20, they're going to be on a road to 21, to 22, to 25. Like, they are going to continuously push the brand to be extremely profitable and be iconic, while also being a really great option and extremely reliable, and literally seeing Macans everywhere, which is unreal. Taycans everywhere. It's unbelievable. With, granted, the fact that eventually, yes, there will be some cancellations. We will essentially see the canceling of the internal combustion engine in a Macan moving towards EV. We will see the cancellation of the internal combustion engine in Panameras and 718s, Caymans, and Boxsters. The 911 will be spared for last, or quite possibly be the little baby brother of the 918, which will be the futuristic version with the almost AMG C63 style format, having a boosted engine as well as an electric drive, giving all-wheel drive and insane, crazy 4-digit horsepower and torque numbers.
You know what's even sadder?
What's that?
The death of manual transmissions.
It is. Unless you're Porsche and you have a PDK, and then you can do no wrong.
Okay.
Then you can do no wrong.
Okay.
But what do you guys think? Comment down below. I love to hear your opinions from actual true car people. Appreciate you guys watching. See you real soon.
Bye.
Bye.